The April 22nd terror attack in Pahalgam's Baisaran Valley, in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, India, claimed 26 lives. Circumstantial evidence and eyewitness testimonies indicate that the attack was a carefully orchestrated operation carried out by highly trained, heavily armed, and deeply motivated terrorists. The operation clearly had the backing of the Pakistani Army. Investigations into the terror conspiracy have confirmed Hashim Musa, one of the assailants identified behind the massacre, is a former para-commando of the Pakistan Army Special Forces. The attack, which targeted Hindu tourists, has triggered widespread anger across India, and public pressure for revenge is increasing on the government led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. A conflict may be just around the corner. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why the French Dassault Rafale with Meteor missile gives a big advantage to India. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted and fastest VPN brand that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte. NordVPN provides a 256-bit encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy and also enables you to access contents that are blocked based on geolocation. Its threat protection system helps you avoid phishing, scams, and malware. NordVPN application is available for all the major platforms as well as browsers. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive saving by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The Dassault Rafale is a French twin-engine, canard delta wing, multi-role fighter aircraft equipped with a wide range of weapons. Rafale literally means gust of wind and burst of fire in a more military sense. It is intended to perform air supremacy, interdiction, aerial reconnaissance, ground support, in-depth strikes, anti-ship strike, and nuclear deterrence missions. The Rafale is referred to as an omni-role aircraft by Dassault. Rafale is one of the most sophisticated 4.5 generation fighters and is very close to a 5th generation one. India has acquired 36 of these, and it is the most potent fighter aircraft in the arsenal of Indian Air Force. The Indian Rafales include several India-specific enhancements. These customizations are meant to optimize them for India's security environment. The Rafale is fitted with two Snecma M88 engines, each capable of providing up to 50 kilonewtons, 11,000 pounds force, of dry thrust and 75 kilonewtons, 17,000 pounds force, with afterburners. The thrust-to-weight ratio is one of the best in the category, similar to the Eurofighter Typhoon but better than F-35s. This enables the jet to supercruise at Mach 1.4, makes it an excellent dogfighter, and enables it to reach high altitudes of 50,000 feet, 15,240 meters. When it comes to sensors, Dassault Rafale is fitted with an RBE-2-AA radar system, which is an active electronically scanned array, AESA radar. The radar is reported to deliver a detection range of greater than 200 kilometers or 125 miles for a fighter-sized target and has improved reliability. It has sensor fusion that is unlike a typical 4th-generation fighter and more like a 5th-generation one. Rafale has the ability to process all the data from different sensors and present it in a single screen, enabling the pilot to take quick and accurate actions. The Rafale is typically outfitted with 14 hardpoints except for the M or Marine variant, which has 13. It has an external load capacity of 9 tons, enabling it to carry out a decent weapons load. For air-to-air combat, Indian Rafales are equipped with Meteor short and medium-range missiles. For BVR or beyond visual range combat, Meteor missiles have been acquired. Rafale carries the 30mm GAT-30 revolver cannon and has 135 rounds, which are enough for 6 to 8 bursts. Meteor missile is developed in Europe by MBDA and is based on the requirement derived from 6 nations. The missile is designed from the ground up to meet not only today's threats, but also future ones. It is currently considered to be the most lethal air-to-air missile in the world. It is capable of engaging fast, agile jets to small, unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as cruise missiles in extreme weather conditions. Meteor also has excellent kinetic performance due to its state-of-the-art propulsion system, which utilizes ramjet. A conventional solid fuel booster accelerates the Meteor after launch, like most air-to-air missiles. But after that, the missile uses ramjet propulsion. Speeding through the air, the missile opens up an intake channel, allowing air to rush into the ramjet engine, which heats up the oxygen and propels the supersonic missile to Mach 4. This means it still has sufficient energy even during the last leg of the flight, when traditional air-to-air missile motors are normally losing energy and, hence, maneuverability. The propulsion enables it to pull off intense turn angles when pursuing an agile target like a modern, super-maneuverable fighter. Meteor has a range of 100 miles or 160 kilometers. Thanks to its propulsion system, the missile has a no-escape zone of 60 kilometers or about 37 miles, which is the largest for a missile of this category. According to the MBDA, in a head-on engagement, the Meteor provides a no-escape zone 3 times greater than that of a conventionally powered missile. With the Meteor launched in pursuit of a target, a tail-chase engagement, the Meteor is 5 times as lethal as a conventional equivalent, such as the American AMRAAM. The no-escape zone is an aerial combat term for a cone-shaped area determined by the missile's capabilities, from where a targeted aircraft cannot escape solely using its own maneuverability. To survive the no-escape zone, a fighter jet has to be able to jam the seeker of the incoming missile using electronic countermeasures or deceive it by firing chaffs to obstruct radar detection. Meteor uses different guidance for mid-course navigation and terminal phase. Initial guidance is provided by the Inertial Navigation System, INS, combined with updates from aircraft through a data link. Notably, the pilot of the launching aircraft can utilize the data link to access real-time data on the Meteor's fuel levels, energy status, and tracking performance. This information aids in deciding whether to launch an additional missile, disengage, or redirect the missile to an alternative target of opportunity. In the terminal phase, as the missile nears the target, X-band active radar homing kicks in. To ensure total target destruction, the missile is equipped with a combination of SAB's dynamic proximity and impact fuses, and a fragmentation warhead that is detonated at the optimal point to maximize chances of target termination. It is designed as a self-contained unit with no requirement for any assembly and maintenance before being hooked to an aircraft, enabling very fast deployment. India has likely acquired 250 Meteor missiles. On 27th of February 2019, a day after the bombing of the GEM terrorist training facility in Pakistan by the Indian Air Force, a short air battle ensued between Indian and Pakistani fighters. The Indian Sukhoi Su-30 MKIs and other jets that were scrambled to intercept the incoming Pakistani fighters had found it difficult to engage the F-16s, as they were outranged. The Pakistani F-16s were armed with the AIM-120C Advanced Medium-Range Air-to-Air Missile AMRAAM, which has a range of about 105 kilometers, or around 65 miles, whereas the Indian fighters had Russian-made R-77 that has a range of around 80 kilometers, or around 50 miles. Pakistani fighters fired several of them at the Sukhois before the latter could even get into their firing range. The Su-30 MKIs were able to jam the missiles and they fell to the ground harmlessly. Indian Air Force had displayed parts of the AIM-120C5 fired by the F-16 during a press briefing. But it was a wake-up call, and this is where Meteor comes in. While some observers have pointed to PAF acquiring PL-15E from China, the missile's effective operational range when fired from a fighter like JF-17, which has radar range constraints, will be around 110 kilometers or 70 miles. Secondly, the rocket-based propulsion doesn't match the performance of the ramjet-powered Meteor. Rafales carrying 4 to 6 Meteors along with some short-range Mika missiles would provide the Indian Air Force a distinct advantage. Importantly, they will be augmented by Tejas and Su-30 MKI fighters armed with 110 kilometers or 70 miles range Astra Mach 1 missiles.